hold it?
All up in that cortex.
All up
in y'all's brain.
Is there such thing as psychological assault? Because that just happened.
Pretty sure there is such a thing. Here on the MouthWash. Here on the MouthWash. Guest spot from Ace in that particular promo. Shout out to Ace of the Master Control, good friend of the show. Fasa is voguing because he's
totally voguing right now.
from a Madonna video from the early 90s, I guess.
Yup.
Poker face, poker face.
Okay, so when I first heard that song, I thought she was saying something very, very different.
I'm still actually pretty sure that in one of the choruses, she does in fact say something different.
It's
and people
her face. I thought that's what she was saying. I thought that's what she was saying.
Oh no! It's still. I just hear family her face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, like to this day, like I heard that song last night for some reason, and I swear,
Wait
it was
what did you just say?
family her face.
I'm gonna family her face.
Woo!
I'm gonna put my family on her face.
Anyway, I'm the gnome.
I'm Fasa.
He's voguing again. I don't know what's going on.
Like a virgin.
Is this your way of saying you want to be a dancer?
I'll be your private dancer.
Well, okay. So that's, on that note, what were we going to talk about? We teased something. I know we did.
Why black people and magic don't mix.
Oh, right.
So
again,
you brought up, and if Mew Mew, if you're still in the chat, you can back me up on this because she's also black. Huh? How do I know that? Because black people are interconnected.
They're telepathic.
Yeah.
New stereotype.
Yeah.
Starting it.
All black people communicate by through thought.
That's why they all find Tyler Perry funny, because one of them finds Tyler Perry funny, and that's Tyler Perry.
Oh my god! I think you broke Yoko.
I broke the booth. I'm sorry, booth.
I think Tyler Perry's funny. God.
Anyway, sorry. Our new stereotype aside, explain
right,
the magic thing, because let me just preface this by saying,
go ahead.
By saying I got this from Aziz Ansari, who's an amazing comedian. If you haven't seen any of his stuff,
He's pretty good,
his newest special is really funny.
He's on Scrubs, which I think is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, he was totally on Scrubs.
Yeah, right?
He's on Parks and Recreation. He's on Scrubs. Like, he's a really, really funny dude. But no, explain this weird stereotype, because it's one of the stranger ones.
Weird thing where, like, if black people are presented with magic, we automatically think it's demonic. Like, yeah, we lose our mind. Okay, here's the thing. So, predominantly, most black people are raised Christian, and most black people have a really, really Christian grandmother. And if you have one of those, everything is either not demonic or demonic. Like, that's just how it goes. So everything in this world, sunsets, not demonic. Pokemon, pure evil and satanic.
It's true.
I don't know why, because that is how the black grandmother do. So when an elderly black man is presented with, like, is this your card? We're like, Jesus didn't do that. You didn't say Jesus. You must be a demon. Hell no, you're a demon. I don't know what it is. I've done it a couple times myself when it was something like overly magical, and I was like, yeah, I think you might be the devil. Yeah. Like, every time I see Chris Angel, my whole family just goes, I think you might be Satan.
I'm actually pretty sure he is Satan, though. Like, he's at least the Antichrist. I mean, or at least he made a deal with Satan, because how else would that raging douchebag ever be famous? Beef with Chris Angel. You know what? No,
I could take Chris Angel.
This is not a beef day. This is a roasting day. Roasting Chris Angel.
First, you must secure your roasting shoes.
Oh, excuse me.
Won't you be my neighbor?
That was freaking amazing. I lost my shit laughing when I was listening in the car. Chris Angel, your style isn't. Frankly, your style isn't. Your tricks have all been done better by magicians that look better doing them, and you're not interesting. Or
put some damn man pants on.
Wear pants like a real man. Own the fact that you have a crappy face like David Copperfield does. Just own the fact that you're ugly. Don't try to cover it up with makeup.
I mean, I do.
Exactly.
Shit.
Take a lesson from Fasa here.
Bunny do good.
Does
Does anyone remember that Powerpuff Girl? That one, the fat purple, like the retarded autistic purple one. Remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember? Okay.
Oh, by the way.
I'd explain this to Wingman. There was an episode where they wanted to make like another sister.
Yeah, they just said they want another sister.
She was like hunchbacked and like autistic, and her name was Bunny, and she would go, "Bunny do good."
That's 100% true.
Like I swear,
It was like
both hands to God, I promise you.
it was like the precursor to the South Park clones.
And Bunny do, and she had like teeth in her lips and shit. Oh God, yeah. So she would like punch things, they would like explode because she didn't control her strength, and so they'd be like, "Bunny, no, Bunny do good." Like that's just all she said, Bunny.
Let's just put it this way.
It was like sloth, but she had superpowers.
Let's just put it this way, Chris Angel. I'm going to go back to Chris Angel because I'm stuck on this right now. Penn and Teller are infinitely better magicians than you are, and one's fat and the other doesn't talk. So give it up. Seriously, just give it up.
You should find a tiger.
Those are way funnier than you.
You should find a tiger.
You should train a tiger, love it, and then get mauled by it like that one guy from Siegfried and Roy. And I don't remember which one.
Well, it was Siegfried.
No, I thought it was Siegfried.
One of them
got mauled by a tiger.
One of them is not alive anymore.
You should be like that guy. Take lessons. Do it. Get mauled by a tiger, Chris Angel.
So,
anyway,
roasting shoes are now off.
Roasting shoes are off, yeah.
All right. Bunny do good.
Bunny do good.
Bunny do good. I just thought the fact that autistic Powerpuff
Now
Girl
that I think about that, that's probably a little bit insensitive to certain communities. But don't care. It was awesome.
Hey.
It was a good episode.
Hey. Cartoon Network did it. Hey, Wingman. Cartoon Network did it. And they told me it was okay.
They did tell him it was okay. Maybe they've always been evil.
No, they've always. Come on.
Yeah. But honestly,
they killed Tom from Toonami. Remember when they killed him? He was running down a hallway and the little red puddle thing ate him. That gave me nightmares. I love Tom from Toonami.
By the way, I was thinking about it on the drive, which going back to the roast of Cartoon Network and stuff. I don't think there were ever more than 2 good shows on at a time.
At a time? No. Oh, come on.
No, because they rotated.
No, well, because there was because I remember there was time there was Ed and Eddie, Dexter, Samurai Jack, Megas XLR, Kids Next Door. Like, those were all on at the same time.
I'm going to look at Cartoon Network now. Because Cartoon Network totally had Korra. No, that was Nickelodeon, wasn't it?
No. Yeah. Nickelodeon has, like, their few one-hit kind of things. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna post a picture of Bunny, the Powerpuff Girl. Oh, God. Memories. Bunny do good. All right. Anyway, so yeah. So what were some of your favorite Cartoon Network shows?
Back in the actual Cartoon Network shows. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls was actually one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Are you happy for the reboot?
I haven't seen anything about it. Like, I honestly don't know. I didn't find out. Again, I found out about it today.
Oh. Look at me doing my damn job.
I actually I loved Billy and Mandy. I loved the original Ben 10, actually.
I think the premise of Ben 10 was really cool.
I
The
liked
execution,
the
not
very
so much.
first one. Okay, so I'm on Cartoon Network's page looking at their shows, and this isn't current shows. This is all the shows that have ever existed.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying to me.
Oh wow, my what was that? My gym partner's a monkey. That show sucked.
That show was okay.
It gave me gas. That's how bad it was. Like vicious.
What's the name of this reboot? What is
Powerpuff Girls?
It's just called Powerpuff Girls?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up because I need to know whether or not I want to watch it. Because you said Powerpuff Girls is rebooting. I'm like, how did I not know about this must-see
reboot?
Yeah. Anyway, so
what was your favorite Powerpuff Girl?
Bubbles. Because
Really?
she could inexplicably talk to squirrels.
Oh, she could, couldn't she?
Yeah, she could speak any language. She could talk to anything.
I love Buttercup. Buttercup was my jam. Buttercup was cool. Huh? It's Snow White. Oh yeah, Bubbles is Snow White. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I always like Buttercup was my favorite because she was just a tough ass. I love her.
Huh. Powerpuff Girls. Actually, I'm looking at the art style. I don't think it's.
Is it what you know?
Well, this is the opening
look at the opening thing right now.
Sequence.
Yeah. Sugar, spice, and everything.
That's like weird. So this is like weird digitally animated claymation. I actually don't mind the new look.
I just think Bubbles looks like a dyke.
I'm actually pretty sure that word's offensive, by the way.
Dyke?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've said like twice. Why didn't you say anything?
Oh, yeah.
I looked you in the eyes.
I was
I
listening on Spreaker, and I heard him say that. I'm like, Wingman's probably yelling at him right now. Yay. Yeah,
Oh,
that word's
sorry.
I'm
sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. What's the appropriate term?
Lesbian.
Well, of a manly lesbian.
Butch lesbian.
Oh, Butch. Is Butch okay?
Yeah, Butch is fine. Yeah.
Lesbians, I'm sorry. Hit me up in the Twitch chat. Tell me what to call you. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call you a man because you don't want to be one of those. I don't know. Okay, so Buttercup looks like a Butch. More so than usual.
Shout out to Schmitty in the chat for just finishing
Schmitty.
the first season of Attack on Titan, which I still haven't done. I still need to do that today or sometime. Maybe not today. God, it's so good though.
Isn't it? I told you.
He's so good. I just need to sit down and watch more of it.
Yeah, Aggro. Shut up.
Yeah, Aggro.
Hating on Attack on Titan.
Admittedly, we're almost through the boring section because there is sort of a boring section, and I'm in it right now. But it's all this like random exposition about characters I don't really care about.
But then when they die, you feel something.
No, I don't
Well,
feel.
you won't because we're all heartless bastards. But all those, the kids that have hope. Yeah, no, I forgot. I almost forgot how to spell "ope." That's how little I have of it left. Anyway,
so apparently, by the way, just a real quick little news story. They have managed to do a sequel to Cool Runnings. Not an actual movie sequel. I mean a sequel to the story that inspired Cool Runnings. The Jamaican bobsled team needs $80,000 to get to Sochi this year. I'm not even kidding. There's a Jamaican bobsled team again, and it's trying to raise money to get to Sochi. They have
sweet God.
They have managed to sequelize reality, and I think that is to be commended, or not. I'm not sure which. Yeah. So thank you, Jamaica, for making a sequel.
The Milli Vanilli Show. Yeah. I want to see the.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the entire show will be lip synced. Oh.
All the shows are now. I was actually thinking about that. That weirdly, that is the second time that's come up in like 2 days. Is
What?
that I was thinking about like randomly Milli Vanilli and how everyone. I was watching like a music video or something. I don't remember what video, and I was just like, "Wow, this is terrible lip syncing." Huh? Remember that time that Milli Vanilli like lost their Grammy because they lip synced? I'm just like, remember that was a big deal.
They lip synced, and it wasn't them singing. It wasn't even. It was another guy singing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, "Oh, we sang this," versus
right,
the video just being badly edited, but still like the person can sing that.
Right.
It was the fact that like they sing, the video was like they sung beautiful like angels, but they talk like this. Like you didn't sing that. You didn't. No. Who did Cool Runnings 2 Electric Boogaloo? I hate this place. I hate my job. I hate this show.
Electric Boogaloo is the
You know what? I'm roasting mouthwash. Putting on the roast and shooting. I'm going to do that. One day I will.
But Electric Boogaloo is the best sequel name ever.
I don't believe that.
It's Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Halo 2 Electric Boogaloo.
The story of what happened to that jacket that gets left in the car that nobody has any idea what happens to it.
Oh, my God. Well, damn.
I've seen them both. That's actually the story. It's actually the story of that jacket.
Oh, okay. Well, good for the jacket.
It's not really the story of the jacket. As much as I would love that. There's this famously missing jacket.
Yeah.
Like, they go back to get their jacket, and then there's nothing. Like, it's weird.
No.
We should watch Breakin' sometime, because it has some really good dancing, and is hilariously fun to make fun of at the same time.
For shizzle.
But it has enjoyable scenes, and is really fun to make fun of.
Yeah.
I think Yoko actually got the jacket reference, which I appreciate.
Because, it's all about him. It's all about him.
Hey, Yoko gets my random obscure movie references. Like when I was screaming during the break about drinking other people's milkshakes. That
I still don't.
You understood.
I was there when you explained it. I still didn't get it.
So, for the listenership and for Wingman, there's a scene at the end of... We were talking about Oscars recently anyway, so this is sort of appropriate. In 2009, the winner for Best Actor... Oscar, for the Best Actor Oscar, Best Actor in a Leading Role, whatever Oscar was Daniel Day-Lewis for There Will Be Blood. So there's gonna be spoilers in this because I'm gonna spoil the crap out of this movie because why not?
There's gonna be spoilers because I'm gonna spoil it.
That's just gonna happen.
Sorry, yo.
There will be a lot of sort of the story about this oil tycoon and his, and his ability to get people to give him land rights and his ruthlessness and his sort of, trying to deal with his deafened son and like all sorts of random crap going on. And sort of this sort of low energy, slow paced, period piece. And it works because Daniel Day-Lewis is sort of really interesting to watch. But at the end of the movie, there's like some guy that he had tried to buy the land from. This guy is like the only one in the movie that ever refuses to sell him oil rights for the land. And he comes in and he's just like, well, my family needs money now. I wanna sell you my land. You offered us a price. I'll take less than you were offering us before, but you sell me my land. And he's just like, oh no, this is not how this works, because he's Daniel Day-Lewis. And he's like, what you don't understand is there's this reservoir, and I've been drinking from the reservoir. So for example, if I have a milkshake and you have a milkshake, and I have a straw that reaches all the way across the room and starts to drink your milkshake, then I drink your milkshake. And then he beats him to death with a bowling pin. So, so that is the end of There Will Be Blood, and that movie is amazing. The payoff is incredible, and I freaking love it. That is a movie I never need to see again, but that I am very, very glad that I saw the once that I saw it.
Okay.
But he has a climactic speech about milkshakes and then beats a dude to death with a bowling pin. You can't beat that.
I guess you can't.
It's not.
I've never been more afraid of a man explaining milkshakes. All the way across the room, and I drink your milkshake. What? And then I'm dead. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So that is. So if you ever hear me exclaim that I drink your milkshake,
you're gonna kill me.
I'm gonna beat you to death with a bowling pin. That's the natural sequence.
This is the natural
things.
order of things. A, B, C, D.
What's that? Yeah, never go bowling. Go bowling with me.
That's not gonna stop shit. He'll just carry a bowling pin around with him.
Can I do that? Can we just make that a thing?
You have a car.
Can that be like Paranoia Agent 2 Electric Boogaloo is just him, just someone carrying around. Instead of the bent gold baseball bat, you've got like a gold bowling pin, and it just turns out to be Daniel Day-Lewis looking as much like Mario as possible.
No.
Yeah,
I just say no to that.
Yes.
No to you, sir.
I'm actually pretty sure that Daniel Day-Lewis needs to play Luigi, not Mario, but he totally needs to play Luigi. That is the thing that needs to happen. And we need to resurrect or somehow Frankenstein monster Captain Lou Albano back to life to play Mario, because he was Mario on that ridiculous TV show.
I hated that show so much.
Oh, the show was so good. It was so good. And not in a good way.
More than that show was the movie. The movie was awful.
But Fasa, don't you want to open the door, get on the floor, and everybody walk the dinosaur? Because that song was absolutely written for that movie. I'm not even kidding.
Dinosaur.
Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur.
What was that movie about the dinosaurs coming to like New York from the past? It was animated. No one remembers that. Remember?
I don't.
Man, I was like the only
one.
Were
they like full-size dinosaurs, or were they like?
Yeah, it was they were like giant dinosaurs running around New York being dinosaurs.
I don't know.
Man, I don't know, dude. I was like the only one who had my childhood. It kind of sucks.
That's true. You were the only one that had your exact childhood.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
Did you play the crap out of Maximum Carnage on the Sega Genesis?
Kind of, yeah. Actually.
Oh, okay.
That's when you got to fight. Is that? Huh?
We're back. A dinosaur story.
Is that it?
As per Wingman, yeah.
Thanks to Wingman. I don't know how I would have gotten through without you. Son of a bitch. Let me see. We're back. A dinosaur story, because titles are hard.
I actually vaguely remember that. I think I was just too old.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah. Yeah, that movie was so stupidly awesome.
Oh, and
look at this Plesiosaurus. Look how retarded he looks.
I do. I remember that. I remember
Remember?
that. I do. I remember seeing previews for it, and I never actually went around got around to seeing it because I was too old at that point.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
When did it come out?
I don't know. Figure it out.
Huh?
I'm not your dad.
Really?
Jeez.
Hold on. To IMDb.
I'm not. Okay, so last night I proposed a question on Geek Week with Sickness and Eugen. Would you guys like to see an Iron Giant sequel? I ask you guys.
I wasn't too old for that movie. I don't know why I didn't see it. Maybe I did see it.
Again, have you seen the Iron Giant?
Yeah.
Would you want to see a sequel for the Iron Giant?
Aren't they making one?
I don't know. Really? Yoko says no. I'd love the Iron Giant. I loved it so much. I don't know, because at the end of the movie, okay, so spoiler. Okay. The Iron Giant is about a oh God. The Iron Giant is about Martians sending a death robot to Earth, and it smacks his head on a tree really hard and has a little dent in its forehead, so it doesn't remember what it's supposed to do. So he just walks around Earth being a 4-year-old, I guess, and he meets this human called Hogarth that instead of, freaking out and dying from shitting his own heart out, he decides to be friends with the giant robot because, cartoons. And they're friends, and he wants them to hide somewhere, so he goes to a junkyard where this dude works. And, one second. Yes, the Iron Giant was played by Vin Diesel, which I think is just fantastic. Anyway, so he hangs out with the robot. He becomes friends with the robot. And Hogarth's favorite superhero is Superman. And the Iron Giant follows. Like, he wants to be, as he likes to say, Superman. So, essentially, is this better? Is this good? I don't like these mics. They just start to wander around. It's just
They do. They actually do, randomly...
What?
They do like to randomly just wander about and do... if you touch the cord on some of them sometimes, they just turn...
Yoko, I agree. I totally cried at that part. At that part in Iron Giant. So fast forward through a whole bunch of stuff. Go watch the movie. At the end of the movie, he has to stop a nuke with his face because he's the Iron Giant and plot device. And the last thing he says is Superman, and his eyes close and an explosion. And I was like, oh, the Iron Giant died. And then once I woke up from my crying fit in the movie theater,
doesn't he start to reassemble himself?
Well, yeah. So they established earlier in the movie that if he blows up, his parts will find their way back to his body. That's how they work.
Mm-hmm.
His hand gets disconnected, and his hand spiders its way back to his body and reattaches itself. So Hogarth finds a piece of his jaw joint, a little bowl that holds his bottom jaw in place, and it starts to tap his window because it's trying to roll out of the window. And so he opens the window and it falls out and it rolls. Here's my thing. He landed in the Antarctic. How is that little bolt going to get to the Antarctic?
Magnets.
If a magnet's that powerful?
Magnets.
Wouldn't it distort Earth's magnetation, magnetic pull?
Magnets.
Okay. I will explain magnets don't work like that later, Gnome. But
Wait,
anyway.
magnets. How do they work?
Okay, Juggalo. I'll tell you. I will murder you. Anyway. So yeah, I want to see it. I love that movie as a kid. I like to see the Iron Giant transform and be like a death machine. That was just awesome. I really love this movie. I want them to make a sequel. But do you think it's been too long? What is the statute of limitations when it comes to...
My only problem is that is such a great story about overcoming one's heritage and being your own person that...
What are you designed for? Murder the human race? What are you going to do?
Save the human race.
Stop a nuke with my face, because Superman. I'm as strong as I need to be.
We've established, by the way, that Wingman has no soul. In the Twitch chat, he didn't cry at the end of Iron Giant.
Did you have you seen it though? You didn't really? What?
Did you say you fell asleep? Wingman fell asleep during the Iron Giant?
All right, now I got to roast Wingman.
I need to find. No, hold on. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to go get my bowling pin.
No. You got your milkshake? You got your milkshake? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Anyway.
They actually did there's a video of that scene from There Will Be Blood to
With
My
my
Milkshake.
milkshake?
Yeah.
My milkshake brings all the my milkshake, and then just beats him.
Yeah.
Oh. What's wrong with you? It was an amazing movie.
No, it gets worse. It gets worse. He didn't cry at the end of Iron Giant. He didn't cry during Toy Story 3.
I haven't seen that yet.
You'll cry. I understand.
I've
I know
heard-
you'll
I've heard.
cry.
Continue.
And he only did the manliest cry, the single tear at the first 15 minutes of Up, the saddest piece of cinema ever recorded.
Okay, no, you sir are a freaking monster. Do you look at me? Look at me when you disrespect me like that. And wait, what was that song where the dude like, look at me when you're killing me. Look at me, and then the shotgun goes off. Was it 3? With a carousel?
I don't.
So those of you who don't know, which I suggest you don't see any of the Saw movies because they're just kind of torture porn, but whatever. There's a,
Except for the
there's
first
a
one.
scene. The first one's actually pretty good. Huh? Was it 6? So in Saw 6, there's this guy who has to like put his hands in something, and a bolt comes down and stabs him through his hand. But the reason he has to do this because a whole bunch of his people and friends and loved ones are on a carousel that are spinning around a shotgun, and then what? Is it workers? Correct me. I wasn't really paying attention. I was playing Monster Hunter and it was on TV. Anyway, but the carousel like each seat stops at the shotgun for a second, and if he doesn't choose them to live, they get shot in the chest, like point blank with a shotgun. Which I'm like, that's a little much. That's a little rough. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Just and just blows his whole chest cavity.
I think I've only seen 3.
So he picks. He has to pick 2 people to live. Everyone else dies. And like the last dude he lets die, he's like, "Look at me, look at me when you're killing me." And he's like, and then just blows his heart out. And I was like, yeah, "Look at me when you do this to me." And blows his heart out. Anyway, so yeah, Wingman, look at me. You're a freaking monster for not crying in Up. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I knew a Satanist who cried in the beginning of Up. That's not okay, man.
Wait, pro Satan or Levian?
Pro Satan.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
fair enough.
He worshipped the dark prince of everything and hated everyone, but he shed tears at Up because that shit was sad. He wants damnation to come to the world. He wants to be a goat, but he cried at the beginning of Up. What are you?
I cried twice.
It was really sad. It was really sad. I was like, this is a Disney movie? One tear, that's all you got? If I ever see you cry over some stupid shit, I'm going to throw a rock at you. Okay. I'm like, if you like beat, I don't know, like you beat Skyrim and I see you cry because it was beautiful to you, I get to throw a rock at your head, just right in the temple, just bow.
I want to break in with a quick bit of news. Apparently it has been confirmed that the Star Wars Episode 7 script is finished. So they are in
crying.
full production.
He has that like Obama tear. Just I'm kidding. Wingman doesn't cry. Apparently, monster.
He has no emotions. It's fine. He has no emotions but anger at us.
Anger and pleasure.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you don't want to feel pleasure, that's up to you, homie.
And apparently there's going to be some gif of me dancing. I don't even know how ridiculous a dance I was doing, but
the comedy show you went to on my birthday?
No. For me,
was that your serial killer laugh?
Oh no. No, this is my serial killer laugh.
That's Evil Genius laugh. That's Evil Genius. That's the laugh you hear when it's like the room is dark and all you see is teeth. I love it. Yeah. Anyway, that's mask. Like you're wearing the Loki's mask. I don't. Alrighty then.
Yeah, like Popeye. It's Popeye laugh.
You got it. Wingman got it.
Wingman got it. I got it too.
Damn. Maybe you know what? Maybe you should start crying more and you be more relaxed. You're so on edge. Let it out. One day, you know what? You're gonna watch the Powerpuff Girls with us, and this is gonna hit you. Like Bubbles is gonna say something really that is dumb, but to you it just hits that one spot. You're just gonna go. it just let it all. It just. Wait, you know that real cry, that cry you get where you're just like, it's pure pain? Like, you don't, it's just, the tears just won't stop going down your face. One of those cries, one of those good cries. It's one of those, it's about healing cries. Anyway, I haven't had one of those cries in a while. They just kind of suck. They hurt. They're messy. It's awful.
Weirdly, your advice to Wingman about crying is almost word for word advice from from one character to another in The Wolf of Wall Street, but it's about something entirely different.
Was it about? Oh, it was a Fox scene from Fox, crying and masturbating.
Oh yeah. FX. That's FX.
FX. Sorry. Is that what the Fox says? Iku. That's what the Fox says. Iku. Why is Yoko mad? Where did Yoko go?
Wait, is Yoko going to join us for a minute?
No, I think he was just mad.
No, I think he's just... Oh, what did you say?
Broken. I broke down now.
Yoko is broken.
And for those, so let me explain. When we say that, I mean someone in the booth has just got up and walked out of the room. That's what that we broke him means.
Yeah.
When we say something so retarded, that's they have to go can't and just get up and walk out. And also, we refer to FX. In every FX show I've ever seen, there's a scene where a dude is crying and masturbating, and not an appropriate place to masturbate. Like in American Horror Story, he's just jacking off on his desk.
Yeah, like.
And I gotta point out, he had to have blown that on his desk, so now his desk just has semen on it.
Yeah.
You can't do paperwork on a cum desk. That doesn't work. That's not appropriate, man.
We made Wingman choke on vapor.
Like, I'm just saying, like, it's not practical. It wasn't like it was a corner. First of all, even if it was a corner, I don't know. Being a man, I don't know.
If you clean it well enough, it doesn't matter.
It's not about cleaning. It's more about
I don't care.
The spread.
It's just a bodily fluid.
It's not. I understand that. It's whatever, but it's just like on your desk.
Clean it off.
You couldn't find a better place to do it. Like
I'll clean it.
I have to go in my office. It's my space.
Clean it thoroughly and know that everyone who I send paperwork to has now touched my semen. And on that note, we're gonna go to a break. I'm the gnome.
This is Fasa, and I'm just doubting my humanity.
When we come back, I've actually got a couple of news stories that I want to talk about for the last segment because there wasn't really proper news. You did your best. You find ridiculous stories, and I approve of that. I actually want you to find ridiculous stories more often for the news because you're just like Korea's weird, yeah.
Korea weird, yeah. Teddy bear museums because this world needs to die.
Because whatevs.
Why won't you let me die?
But we'll be right back. Yes.
KGSS.
This is the mouthwash.
In 7th grade, we promised that we never break each other's heart. Fought with the pressure, a deep depression, while naked making confessions underneath the covers, coloring in the dark. Gay Latoya my information that she ain't even called. Could it be women's intuition telling her I'm a dog? Criminally involved, past tense on my pride, history dealing with the law. And this is no facade. Refrigerator in my chest is like Memorial. I got this icebox where my heart used to be. It's just a broken heart. I think that I'll just hang out here for the night. Hey Gates, bro, what you doing? Playing songs on my invisible guitar. Every night I keep your picture on the nightstand. Love's a battlefield, it's not a one night standing out. Praying every day that I can stop thinking about you. But I will go to war with God for you, baby. I go to war with God for you, baby. I will go to war with God for you, baby. I go to war with God for you, baby. Every time we talk, it's like you end up getting a route. Standing while I'm sitting down with my fingers under your blouse. Still looking you in the eye, you're looking back in the mind. If I told you I was different, would you understand the difference? Try to suppress the feeling of this different way of living. Creatures of the night, oh, we gon' be alright. In the twilight, skin gleaming, labeled a demon, cause I can't even die. The curse of eternity, God created me, but why? If I turn you in the eye, your age would never age and forever be by my side. Spoke about the wisdom that entered into my thoughts, the will of
Right now, you're hungry. I can see it all over your face. There's only one place to go fix the legendary hunger you're feeling, and it's Legends of Aurora Sports Grill. The smell of crunchy calzones, hand-tossed crispy pizza, buttery garlic bread panned with signature spaghetti sauce and meatballs, and it's all better than Nana used to make. With everyday specials, Legends of Aurora Sports Grill can cure that legendary hunger. Conveniently located on East Island, just off of 225 in Aurora. Come down for ladies' night every Thursday or karaoke on Saturday night. Legend of Aurora Sports Grill. Legendary.
Yarn!
I think we all need hats like that.
But anyway, this is the MouthWash. Release the Kraken!
Release it! I'm a T-Rex.
I'm Fasa.
This be Aggro.
And I do be the T-Rex of the sea.
This is the MouthWash. Now with more Kraken! Yarn!
Yarn!
Avast! It's time for the mouthwash.
Hey.
Hey.
So I think Yoko quit GSS.
Yeah, Yoko's not running anything anymore. If we're on Twitch, it's by sheer coincidence.
Yeah.
We
I
broke
hope
to
Yoko gets
him.
hit by a car when he leaves the station today.
Yeah.
But after that, I hope everything good. I hope all good luck in your future endeavors.
No, you know what? Just so just to show there's no hard feelings, I'd like to invite Yoko out for a nice outing. Say we could go bowling, for example. Have a milkshake. You know, nothing could go wrong. It's a nice afternoon.
I'm just gonna hit you in the kneecaps with a tire iron. That's what I'm gonna do.
Are you
Forget
Suge
all the
Knight now?
bullshit. I said tire iron, not baseball, man.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. You didn't threaten to dangle anyone out of a window either.
Because they don't want to do rap. Hey, Yoko, you want to do rap? Too bad.
Damn, that was harsh. It was fair, but it's harsh.
Do you like jazz?
Do you like movies about gladiators? Oh. Airplane is a great movie. Anyway, so we've actually got some news. It's only a couple of news stories because, you know. First of all, Batman vs. Superman got pushed till May 2016.
So it's 2 years. So it's 2 years away now. Then.
So it's like 2.25 years away till Batman vs. Superman.
Can we get a trailer this year though, or something?
Maybe they'll take the time and put out other movies, and it'll actually end up being the Justice League movie as opposed to just Batman vs. Superman. But who knows?
Or cares?
Or
well, we care.
I care. I very much care. If it is the Justice League movie and there are not other intervening movies, I will not be pleased. I will not be pleased. I think that's all that matters.
Tall. Tall.
And then we've got 2 weird new NBC series coming out. First of all, there's officially a pilot that NBC ordered a pilot for a Constantine TV series, which, if you don't know who he is, Constantine is sort of is the subject of Hellraiser, of the Hellraiser comic, of the Constantine movie. He is sort of a magical, supernatural superhero. He's part of the Justice League Dark right now. So we may be getting a Constantine TV show if the pilot turns out any good, which would be interesting. I think that could be a lot of fun if it's done right. And I mean, some of his themes are a little too maybe dark for NBC, but we'll see. And this is actually pretty cool. J.J. Abrams and Alfonso Cuarón are making Yoko just immediately sat up and take note. Sorry to break continuity that he's gone, but he just prairie dogged at me, so I couldn't stop it.
Had to,
J.J. Abrams.
Continuity.
J.J. Abrams and Alfonso Cuarón actually are collaborating on a TV series called Believe, which debuts this March, and it's about a little girl with superpowers. Whether it's
Powerpuff Girls?
See, that's the thing, is whether it's more like Powerpuff Girls or The Runaways or, that one episode of Twilight Zone where there's just a little kid that keeps his parents in a dollhouse. It really... Or was that Outer Limits or Twilight Zone or both? I think that was both, actually. Yeah, but regardless of how it turns out, it should be interesting to see. J.J. Abrams and Alfonso Cuarón together is fascinating. So yeah, that's all the
I don't
random
care about
news.
that. You should just make Star Wars. Focus on Star Wars.
He's making it.
Be a good boy.
And Star Trek. Or did he leave Star Trek? I think he's still making Star Trek too. I can't remember whether J.J. Abrams is still making Star Trek or not, or if he left Star Trek for
He needs to
Star
focus
Wars.
on Star Wars. Just what you need to do. You need to Star Wars. Be a good boy. You're gonna treat. Not from me. Just make the freaking movie.
Wait, I thought. Yeah, just work on Star Wars. We need Star Wars to come out. That's all the random news I've got for right now.
Are you happy it's MLK Day?
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. No, that explains actually a lot on my Facebook. And why
a surge of black stuff.
Well, just random pictures of Martin Luther King and quotes and stuff. And also the fact that I don't have school today, and that's why school starts tomorrow, is because today's MLK Day.
Oh.
Or yeah.
Okay, is it his birthday or is the day he was assassinated? I always thought
This is his birthday.
Okay.
I
actually went to his grave.
Did you?
In Atlanta, yeah.
I lived in his city.
Have you been to his grave?
I don't actually remember. It's entirely possible.
It's very beautiful. It's on water.
Sounds like something we would have done when I was a kid, but I just never. I don't honestly.
It was actually very beautiful. It was very surreal.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, if you're in the Atlanta, if you're in the A town, go check out his grave today.
When you're done leaning and rocking, because you're from the A, then go. What up, Wikitiki? Shout out to Wikitiki. What? But I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking.
No.
If you're on the Twitch chat, you can see me leaning and rocking, or at least my very white interpretation thereof.
My extremely white interpretation.
Just
got it.
From the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. I was quoting Nelly songs at Eugen yesterday.
Do you feel good about yourself? You
I do. I felt quite good.
Really shouldn't.
Yeah. That's
no.
And he learned a valuable life lesson, which is that if you don't start, no shit won't be no shit. Like that's just good that's a good life lesson.
So he took a line from Michael Jackson. Good for him.
Wait, what?
Don't start none, won't be none.
No, don't start, no shit won't be no shit is from a rap song.
But they got that from Don't Start None, Won't Be None.
Maybe.
It's the same thing. Don't
It's
start
kind
anything,
of,
won't be anything.
Yeah.
You just added a curse word. I'm not impressed. Why I hate rap.
Rappers.
I want to be deep. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, something philosophical. Cuss word, cuss word, cuss word, cuss word, N-word, cuss word, cuss word, philosophical. Do you feel good?
Do you feel good about yourself, rap?
Do you feel accomplished?
Do you think you're awesome?
You shouldn't.
With your pants and your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
But
rap. Kill yourself.
But yeah, no, that's all the random news. I'm very worried about what they're going to end up doing with Batman vs. Superman. There have been way too many rumors about it being Justice League for my taste.
It's really just they're just destroying this movie.
I really hope that Lex Luthor gets elected president and they have to take him down. I really hope that that's the arc. But they would have to introduce Lex Luthor, have him run for president, have Superman refuse to. Like, you can't do that before Lex Luthor is established, I guess. Which makes me a little sad.
I think they should just focus on Superman. I think they should just make it be his movie.
Well, I like the idea of including Batman just to reboot Batman a little bit without having to do a new movie.
That's fine, but it still needs to just be
a Superman movie.
His movie, because it's the sequel to Man of Steel. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing it. The reason why the Avengers did so well, the reason why all the Marvel movies do so well, is because they do it on an individual basis. It's like, how are we going to make Captain America good?
But can you...
How are we going to make Captain America 2 good?
But here's the thing. Here's the question. So DC has spent a lot of time making characters that have traditionally been sort of campy into more serious characters and making very dramatic films and being super serial.
All the time.
Super serial.
Remember.
Whereas Marvel's movies have made a point of being sort of campy and funny and ridiculous. Like, that's part of the point of the Avengers, is that it is in fact hilarious. It is actually really funny, in addition to being a big action movie blockbuster. So, I mean, the question is, are they even comparable at this point? Are we going to get like a dark epic Justice League?
Here's the thing: there's every superhero movie has some laughs. I mean, even Man of Steel has some funny parts in it. It was more dramatic in tone. It was darker. It was grittier.
I guess there was Lois Lane. That's about.
I mean, now there wasn't laugh out loud parts. There were funny. There were parts that were funny.
Okay.
The Dark Knight Rises, well, the Christopher Nolan's have funny parts in it. But every time Bruce talks to Alfred, funny.
It's because Michael Caine is brilliant.
Either way, there was still some parts where you kind of get a. That was funny. Like, not out loud. Like, you don't get those kind of laughs from any of the Nolan
This
movies.
man's playing Galaga. Like,
Yeah. This man's playing Galaga. Well, yeah. You're not going to get that in Batman vs. Superman, which is okay. It's okay, I think.
I mean, I agree. I don't need it from Batman vs. Superman. I'm just wondering if they're even comparable at this point, and whether we're going to get like this dark Justice League. Like, I can't imagine the Flash in the current DC-verse.
Well, that's why he
West.
is the funny part. He is the. But if you want it to be dark, you just have him kill himself, like in in Infinite Crisis or Infinity Crisis, whatever. You know, have him have to run so fast he disintegrates, and that's this gritty moment. That's his gritty moment. The gritty moment comes from I have to sacrifice myself, and I'm the clown Joker. I'm the Iron Man of this group, and I'm gonna make the ultimate sacrifice, even though no one thought I was gonna do it, and then just don't have me come back. Like in the end of Avengers, he wakes up and it's a funny moment because Josh Whedon can't be dark for more than 50 seconds.
Right.
He's like, oh, okay, I was just kidding. He's not dead. But you can just have the Flash just run, and disappear, and there you go. That was your dark. That was your comic relief. Now he's gone, and now you introduce a new Flash in the new movie, which is in canon. You can have a new Flash.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you get new Flashes all the time.
Yeah. So
we're gonna need another Timmy.
Yeah. Oh no, Wally. Oh, it's okay, Barry. No.
Jay.
Yeah. Right.
Which, by the way, Jay doesn't die because he wears a metal hat, and Jay has the weirdest outfit. Jay Garrick.
Well, he's trying to be Apollo.
Jay Garrick is sort of
Flash.
is Golden Age Flash.
I don't need a mask. I'll just vibrate my muscles on my face so fast you can't see me. What did he just say to me? Like, did you see the guy who ran fast? No, his face looked like nothing. I don't. Where am I? What is this? What is my life? But yeah, I think you can do it. It's going to be a little more mature, go a little more dark. That's okay. You just have to give each character their movie. If you do Flash, you got to do Zoom or one of his more serious bad guys. Now that's really difficult. Mirror Man, you could find a way to make him a valuable superhero. Green Lantern, just Idris Elba, then we're good there.
Call Jon Stewart and be done.
Yeah. Reset up Batman, Wonder Woman. If you do the whole Kryptonian thing, I think you're wrong.
Well, like I said before,
it's a good cop-out. It's fine.
If I were writing the canon from the ground up, like without anything else going on, that makes a lot of sense. You just go full Stargate. Like, Kryptonians are the source of large percentages of superpowers and metahumans. Kryptonian DNA becomes the source of metahuman powers.
That's fine.
Through mutation and whatnot.
Well, if she's an ancient Kryptonian, and she's if they go descendant of Kryptonians. Okay, I can live with that. I don't think that's necessary. I don't agree with it, but okay, I understand it's a movie. I'll get over it eventually, especially if the movie's good.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm distracted by the Twitch chat. There's a fascinating discussion about new Batman and Bale Man and
Affleck
Man,
Bennett Bale. I think we'll see. I need to see some stuff from Ben Affleck Batman to make a decision. He'll look like Batman, that's for damn sure. He'll look like him.
So Wikitiki makes an interesting point, saying that superhero movies are sort of getting too realistic and they're going away from what we love. And is that true? Is that
I don't feel that. Did you see Thor? Did you see Thor 2? They ripped off Star Wars for a big chunk of that movie. I don't agree. But I propose to a Tiki. If you in the chat, explain what you mean, because I don't feel that. I feel that superheroes are still just as fantastic and grand and as they always were. And he says the Mandarin not having any superpowers. I mean magic. Well, the Mandarin's rings were originally alien technology. You do what, Yoko? You like the twist?
You like it?
We'll talk about that later. Anyway. We've all heard my rant 1,000 times. The Mandarin's rings are alien tech. He found the rings because of alien ship that crashed. So you could have done very easily. He was in New York when the Jatari attacked. He got some of their tech and made some rings, or he even made 1 or 2 rings. He did all 10 is little, or what was it, 5? Is it 5 or 10? It's 10. It's 10. The 10 rings is a little ridiculous. Okay. That was a little ridiculous. He says the Joker never uses squirting flour, but he did shove a pencil in someone's skull. It's not a replacement, but as funny as the squirting acid flour is, and it is iconic, would that have helped the performance? Would that have helped the movie? Now, Nolan's movies are definitely more realistic. I see what you mean. Nolan's movies are more grounded in reality. Or will attempt to be, because, a nuke. But we're not talking about The Dark Knight Rises because...
No, we're not going to talk about The Dark Knight Rises because it's bad.
I liked it. I don't think his main aspect was lost. I think the Joker is still the Joker. He's still a terrifying force of chaos that you can understand, barter, or talk with. You can't reason with. He just did what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
because he's the Joker.
I agree. And sometimes the
Joker's, despite not having his gimmicky stuff.
And the Joker's not always super jokey and gimmicky,
depending on who. But I see what you're saying. The squirting flour, the chattering teeth, the buzzer that kills people. Those are all fine. But at the end of the day, I think if you do service to the character, I think you did a good job. And Heath Ledger's Joker terrified me. And in reality, if I was in the room with the Joker, I'd be pissing my pants the entire time. Like, the entire time in the room, I'd just be peeing. It's just constant urine. Because he is terrifying. He is chaos incarnate. You don't know what he's about to do. He could shoot you in the face or he can give you a $100 bill.
Yeah, you never know.
And a $100 bill will probably kill you.
And keep in mind, in the comics, Joker doesn't always do this jokey shenanigans. I mean, he beat Jason Todd mostly to death with a crowbar because he could.
It wasn't a clown shoe. It was just a crowbar. Now he was cracking jokes while he did it.
Right. I mean, I think
forehand.
Heath Ledger was cracking terrible jokes. Like how I got these scars.
I just love the
monologues.
I'm looking for everybody seen Harvey? Anybody seen him? He grabs the guy's bald head. Anybody seen him? No, he hasn't seen him. He was good with that aspect of just being this crazy yet charismatic character that you want to see, but you don't want to be anywhere near.
Right. Absolutely. But
let her go. Poor choice of words. And just throws her. Like, that was that's Joker. Just, okay. That's your fault. You killed her.
It's not, but you threw, but you knew what I meant. But
you knew what I meant, but what you said.
Puns, bitches!
Yeah. And I think we're all used to, Mark Hamill's Joker. We were all spoiled by Mark Hamill's Joker. Mark Hamill's Joker. That's perfect. Great voice, perfectly acted. I love the Joker. I love playing Arkham City over and over again so I can see the Joker's parts. The Joker steals the show from Batman every single time. I get that. I really, really do.
Right.
Again, The Dark Knight, the Joker took that movie from Christian Bale. He really, really did. I get that. I think he did a great job. But I think Nolan's movies are kind of are different because I don't think they really count as superhero movies. They're more of detective commentary with a dude dressed as a bat. That's really more what those movies are versus Iron Man or like the Hulk. I think the Hulk is still ridiculously superhero-y when he takes a car and makes boxing gloves out of it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. But we are sadly coming up on the end of the show. Shout out to Wikitiki. I agree. They need to make an actual Deadpool movie, and Wolverine Origins doesn't count.
No, an actual Wade Wilson Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Where he's directing his own movie.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But yes, we must go and leave you alone in the dark void of your own depression.
All right, yeah, we'll do a break and we'll do one more segment because you guys are being good. But you got to bring some more people to the chat out there, people. We put all the effort in this relationship. Y'all need to do some damn work. When we come back, y'all better bring a friend. Facebook, Twitch.tv, everything you got to do. Share, bring some people to join us on the show.
Yes.
We'll be right back. I'm Fasa.
I'm the gnome.
And I challenge you all to bring one friend.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
KGSS.
You want to know how I got these scars?
I think that implies that you got them from something. From that spider and where it touched you.
Whoa!
Are you suffering from target jitter? Having trouble controlling your reticle? Worried about low KDR? Then ask the internet about Reticle Advanced Targeting Systems. It's a non-adhesive film that clings to your television and won't damage it. It helps improve target jitter, eye muscle memory, and KDR. It's available for sale now at Geekstreetsociety.com. Just click on the store link. It comes in 3 sizes: sniper, ambush, and firefight for any size TV. Side effects may include awesomeness, kill streaks, and the adulation of your peers. Reticle. Stop taping shit to your screen.
Hold it.
Gaming is a sport.
Hold it.
Training is a must.
Hold it.
Reticle is the tool.
Release! Release!
I'm releasing.
Geek Street Society Radio.
Wait, man, I was asleep. Wait, what? And good morning, this is MouthWash.
I didn't realize how close we were to the sub.
That's all right, I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome.
You should really change your Twitter name.
Geekstreetsociety. Apparently, he wants to talk about. We bring him into this. I'm fine playing him. He'd be dead. But he is dead. That's not much canon. But he'd be double dead. Dead to the max. There you go. That's a drink. I always drink a drink called Double Dead. Double Dead. Yeah, that has happened. Welcome back to the MouthWash.
I still say I want to drink a drink called Double Dead.
I'm pretty sure I used the phrase "that just happened" way too much.
Just that, just.
Because I feel like it comes up in like 3 different promos.
No, what he meant is uses the same clip when he's editing it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I know I say it a lot. I'm fully aware.
Well, so we're all just putting each other on blast. I hate you both.
So anyway, during the break, we were talking about the Iron Man 3
god awful
twist.
Iron Man 3 bullshitty thing.
And Yoko.
We'll argue about
defending
this later, Yoko.
Yoko was defending it. Yoko, he did not quit. He may get fired.
Yeah, he is.
We have that kind of power here.
Yeah, okay, so real quick, I was telling Gnome, in Iron Man 2, Anton Vonko is the name of the Crimson Dynamo in the comic books.
The Crimson Dynamo is Chinese.
No, it's Russian.
Hold on. Then what's the Chinese one?
I can't remember. Anyway, so in the movie Iron Man 2, a problem was that they took Whiplash, which is a completely different character, and made him Anton Vonko, which is the Crimson Dynamo. And then in the movie, when he's in the giant suit with the whips, that's technically Crimson Dynamo, which is no.
Technically speaking, there were more. There's been a bunch of different.
There have been, but I'm saying
Crimson
in the
Dynamos.
movie, they used the guy who was Crimson Dynamo and made him
Right.
Whiplash instead of just making him Crimson Dynamo.
No, that doesn't actually
And a
bother me.
problem with Iron Man's villains are a lot of his villains are just wearing Iron Man suits, which he kind of suffers from. All your villains suck. He's cool. I love Iron Man, but his villains are awful. Like you have a dude who just whips stuff, a guy who just named Whirlwind who wears nothing but a helmet and a thong and drills through stuff. It's just, yeah. He needs some help. But anyway, so the Iron Man 3 twist. So major sponge cake. I'm gonna give you a countdown. 5,
Sponge cake is our spoiler
4,
word here on the mouthwash.
3,
He's giving you a countdown to spoiling stuff.
2,
This is what's happening right now.
1. Sponge cake. Spoiler. You've been warned. If I hear anything. All right. So the big twist at the end of Iron Man 3 is that, what's the actor's name? Ben Kingsley is not actually the Mandarin. He's an actor. He's an actor. He's just been hired to be a terrorist guy. He's just been hired to look like he's running shit, and he's not. The actual bad guy is, what's his name?
I don't know his name.
The actor.
The dude with the extremist. Oh,
Actor.
I don't know.
Ryan Gosling. Right? Is it?
It's not Ryan Gosling.
It's Ryan Gosling.
Hold on. To IMDb.
IMDb. So the oh my god, the owner of the extremist guy. So extremist dude is the actual Mandarin.
Well, he says I am the Mandarin. He's screaming, I am the... It's Eldridge Killian, by the way. It was Guy Pearce.
Ah, that's what I'm going to say. So Eldridge Killian is the actual bad guy. He's the actual mastermind behind all of this. Now, the reason I'm furious about that is because they've now messed up like 4 things in one line. Mandarin, nothing to do with extremists. Mandarin, Tony Stark's biggest nemesis. Extremis, something completely different. Extremis, also one of my favorite arcs in the comic books. And finally, no, that's about it. No, it was the fact that you wanted to, I don't know what they were trying to do. They thought that the Mandarin wouldn't fit in the cinema universe, which I guess is a point. I can see where you're coming from that. Okay, I could justify it with alien technology. You could just do the 10 rings with alien technology, and he's all cool and whatever. Or even stolen Tony technology. That works too with me. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. So they pick Extremis. Extremis is actually, people are trying to recreate the super soldier serum that made Captain America, because everyone's trying to do that because Captain America is amazing. They decided to scrap that and make some kind of something else that it does more than just repair parts of the body. It gives you like fire breath and electronic fingernails, and you can throw tanks at people. It's ridiculous. It's freaking insane. In the comic book, a guy infected with Extremis almost kills Iron Man in the suit. Like, he breaks his jaw through the helmet. He hits him so hard. So Tony realizes that, I need to be more than just a guy in a suit. I need to be Iron Man. Now, the entire tagline of this movie before it came out was to see, is Tony, who makes the man, the suit, or Tony, some stupid, that's stupid, who am I bullshit. Now, to me, in my brain, they're going Extremis. Okay, and they're using a whole bunch of different suits. Okay, cool. And they were using the Mark 42 because it like comes to him and it flies towards him and attaches it by himself. Extremis does that. They were heavily drawing from Extremis arc. My favorite. Then they didn't really do it.
Technically, the tagline, one of the hold on, I've got tagline. Sorry, go on.
No, what's the tagline of Iron Man?
The taglines: prepare for heavy metal, unleash the power behind the armor, even heroes fall. 3 separate taglines.
I really hate you, Hollywood. Point is, I think there was one like who makes the man or the suit or something. There was something like that. I saw it somewhere. I've heard it. Or maybe it was a trailer or something like that.
That might have been something they said in the trailer. Yeah.
Point is, that's how they were presenting it, and that wasn't the case. Extremis was just, they make you glow, and they're the bad guys. And okay.
So here's the thing. Here's what I will say about the Extremis. I love the Extremis arc in the comics as well, but I can respect using Extremis the way that they used it, using the name Extremis. The way that they used it, you just sort of have to divorce it from comic book Extremis, because I don't think comic book Extremis would work for the movies, like, at all.
I think it would.
I think the problem with that is you end up with Tony injecting himself with Extremis, and you have to do Civil War, and I don't think they want to do that.
You don't have to do Civil War.
Civil War
was way after that.
But Civil War was because of Extremis. In fact, in order to remove the database of people from his brain, because Tony Stark is the only one that had the database of registered superheroes, to remove the database, to destroy the database, at the end of Civil War, he had to remove Extremis from himself and relearn how to, like, walk. Like, he was...
Right, but Extremis wasn't because of... Civil War was not caused by Extremis. Civil War was caused by something completely different.
So, well, I mean, it wasn't. It was partly Tony's increased thought capacity that caused him to start the Civil War program. But I want to explain Extremis real quick, because we have people in the chat wondering what Extremis is. And Extremis was essentially like nanobots.
It's kind of like a disease.
But it was mechanical. Like it was electronic.
It's biomechanical virus you put in your body, and it rewrites your genetic code to give you certain powers. The basic set gives you like flamethrower breath, super strength.
I'm pretty sure
it was an attempt to make another super soldier like Captain America.
Right, but I'm pretty sure it was. Hold on, I've read Extremis and I do not remember it being really virus at all. I remember.
Well, remember you had to go in the cocoon. Once you inject yourself with it, you
well,
get like a cocoon around your body.
You had to cocoon so that it could integrate with you and you could. Yeah, absolutely. But hold on.
So anyway, while I was looking up that something you inject in your body, in the end of the arc, Iron Man decides to be more than just suit and injects himself with Extremis, but he rewrites the code so it gives him different powers. It gives him the ability to control his suit through thought. So he is now actually Iron Man. He has a suitcase, and like the suitcase opens up, and the parts float out of the suitcase and then attach to his body. And that's the one of his more iconic suits recently. is that one with like the pentagon. The pentagons. I'm sorry, pentagon shaped chest piece, and it's the red and gold, like the more modern Iron Man suit that he can control with his mind, which also leads to bleeding edge and all that kind of cool stuff.
So it looks like Extremis actually, it's not exactly a virus. It's graphite nanotubes suspended. It's a bioelectronics package. Is the actual?
Well, no, it says Extremis has been referred to as a virus constantly since the story.
But the verbatim description is Extremis is a super soldier solution. It's a bioelectronics package fitted into a few billion graphite nanotubes and suspended in a carrier fluid. Which, by the way, all of that is mumbo jumbo. Graphite nanotubes are a real thing. That's about it. Yeah.
Well, there's obviously more tech to it than that. That's just how
it's a magic bullet. Like it's talking about, but basically it hacks the human body into being better and hacks the repair centers and gives it like the ability to interface with machines directly.
No, Tony did that. Not
was that a
that's
change?
What Tony changed it.
Oh yeah.
Tony
right.
changes so he can interact with machines. He can like hack into satellites from blinking, and he can hear every cell phone. He can answer his phone with his mind. That's how his Extremis worked. The hillbilly guy who got injected with it just breathes fire and robs banks. That's what he did with it. Anyway, now why am I complaining about the movie? The movie, Yoko says in the chat, it was about, and you're right, as a symbol, it's fine. My problem was the Mandarin just being an actor. That bugged me. He could have just been a terrorist. I was fine because in the movie before the big reveal of I'm just an actor, I was afraid of him. Like he was terrifying. He was menacing. He was well-spoken and intimidating. You could have kept him as that. You could have kept him as just that. But I'm a British guy who's addicted to heroin and I like bitches. What?
I'm still expecting a full Kaiser Sose out of the Mandarin short.
I think they actually confirmed that happened.
Well, we don't know anything yet. We've got like 30 seconds out of the short, and we know that there's more to Ben Kingsley than
meets the eye.
There's more than meets the eye. I really am hoping that he was the real Mandarin, or he was just a real criminal that was put in jail, and he convinced Guy Pearce because we know he starts in jail. Like we know from what we've seen spoiled from. The Mandarin short is that he starts off in jail and Guy Pearce picks him up out of jail to play this part. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm hoping he was put in jail for being like some sort of criminal mastermind that he claims that he pitched this idea of the Mandarin to Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce used it, and that Ben Kingsley really is just is in fact going to be the Mandarin because I think he was amazing.
Yeah. It's just the scene where he's talking to the president and he's like, no matter what you could do, not even your red, white, blue attack dog can stop me. It's like, oh, shit. Ben Kingsley's going in. Like, I thought that was really cool. And to remove that, to take it away because you thought it was funny, I just thought it just bugged me.
Yeah.
You'll never see me coming. I was like, oh
wow!
He was a great job.
It was an amazing job. And I will say the Civil War arc was in fact Wikitiki about the Registration Act, but that was started that was backed by Tony Stark, in part because of the increased aggressiveness from Extremis. Yeah. Extremis has psychological side effects.
Let's run it through this way. Civil War started because some teenagers were trying to fight people they had no business fighting. A school blew up. That's how Civil War started.
It's also how we got penance.
He went from speedball to penance? God damn. Anyway, dude walked over to dude was running from superheroes because he was afraid of getting caught. Ran near a elementary school and decided to nuke his body and kill, what was it, like 500? How many people?
Oh, I don't know, but it's exactly the number of spikes that are on the inside of Penance's suit.
Because he's activated through pain. That leads to a divide among superheroes. Do we need to register so we know who superheroes are, and blah blah blah, or do we want to maintain like these maskless heroes that some superheroes, for example, like Spider-Man is split because he doesn't want to reveal who he is because he's got loved ones and shit. So if you haven't read Civil War, go read Civil War. It's amazing. It's a great arc.
612 civilians. 612.
He blew up 612. Most of them were children. So, penance. Yeah, so it was, Wicked says, question. What's your question, Wicked Tiki?
Man, you're really bad at pronouncing people from the chat saying Wicked Tiki.
Wicked Tiki.
Wicked Tiki.
Witwiki.
Witwiki.
Witwiki. So yeah, something it's stuff that you can go read to check out awesome Iron Man stuff. Is check out Iron Man Extremis. Check out Armor Wars. Which is other stuff that they drew reference from in the movie because the whole flying armor part. Here's
I thought the Armor Wars was when Tony was going around trying to take Iron Man technology from everyone. Because that is a badass arc.
No, Armor Wars is when the program makes the suit comes alive. Like all the suits are alive and they're all trying to fight Tony at once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Wikitiki's question is: Do we think they'll kill off Tony and replace him with War Machine, or do you think they'll keep him alive to reduce any confusion with the Avengers movies? I think if Robert Downey Jr. continues to agree to make movies, they will never kill off Tony Stark because Robert Downey Jr. is sort of their meal ticket.
Yeah, he's also an amazing job as Tony Stark.
Now, that said, that does not preclude the idea of a Civil War movie once they have all of the franchise rights.
Oh, my God.
And I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. play essentially the villain in...
Because he would be.
Once they have all the franchise rights. I would love to see, even a 2-movie... because it would take a lot to do Civil War really properly. I would love to see, 2 movies of Civil War where Robert Downey Jr. is essentially the villain. That would be...
Well, and then also just to see when he gets to beat the hell out of Captain America.
Oh,
because that was in Civil War. Again, go read Civil War just so you can see Captain America get his
Spider-Man
jaw
beat
broke.
the crap out of Captain America as well?
No. No, he beats the crap out of Mr. Fantastic.
That's what it is.
Because Mr. Fantastic's throwing rubbery arms at him, and Spider-Man's like, you can't touch me. I'm the amazing Spider-Man. And his boot kicks him in the mouth. And I was like, damn. Mm-hmm. I love Spider-Man. That's when he gets his new his old suit back.
If Tony Stark can die, he's died several times, and then they have to go to another universe to get a new Tony Stark because really Tony Stark doesn't die. He goes crazy. He goes crazy, and they go and get another Tony Stark from a different universe to help them until that one goes crazy.
Even the origin story of War Machine involves Tony Stark being crazy.
Yeah, because Tony Stark loses his damn mind.
Yeah, because he has no business being a freaking superhero, but he just feels, hey, I got enough money and I have a repulsor blast. Let's be a superhero today.
Woo, technology. Yeah, but no.
Look how big my techno dick is. I don't.
But he loses his mind and they replace him. They don't just we're gonna kill Tony Stark and leave him dead because they're like, well, but we need Tony Stark because
we need Iron Man.
Reed Richards can think super far ahead and figure stuff out.
He also doesn't have any,
but doesn't make anything practical ever.
Yeah. Oh well, he makes a machine that makes Norman Osborn the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, he makes a machine that predicts the future, and the machine tells him that the best possible outcome is to make Norman Osborn the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The Green Goblin. Let's make the Green freaking Goblin the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. What could possibly go wrong, Reed Richards says, and pushes the damn button. And the whole world has to go, Reed Richards, stop.
No, but Reed Richards uses his clout to make sure that Norman Osborn gets made the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's the best outcome. To be fair, I don't know what the bad outcomes were.
It's like make Madam Web the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know. Give it to Ghost Rider. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you do.
No, the worst one would be Deadpool. The worst option is to give anything to Deadpool. That's the worst option.
No, I don't. I think that there's worse.
He'll break continuity with it. He'll fly the helicarrier into the DC universe. That's what Deadpool will do with the helicarrier.
I think that's
amazing.
What's
this place? Metropolis? Let's break shit. and then we have Crisis on Infinite.
Okay.
52. I don't know.
When in 20 years, when Disney inevitably swallows Warner Brothers and then has control of both Marvel and DC, inevitably,
because that day will come.
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. In 20 years, when Google has bought out Disney and then also buys out Warner Brothers and has control of both Marvel and DC, and this is inevitable, it will happen. And Skynet has happened.
I'd say that as a super direct control.
Once all of that happens, I want to see that. I want to see Deadpool take the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, drive it into the DC universe,
and then just start the war that will change reality.
I'm also looking
Twice.
forward. I'm also looking forward to the point at which they decide that owning both Marvel and DC is a monopoly on comic books, and we get a
Dark Horse.
but the government, that's such a small comparative part of the market that when they decide that Marvel and DC combined, when whoever owns both of them is too much of a, and we get like a spin-off of like a third of that company into a brand new comics company. I am excited for that too.
You have Dark Horse, this other thing, and
Dark Horse, there's Dark
Marvel,
Horse and Image and
Detective Marvel, Detective Marvel, is that what?
Top Cow exists.
What would you? Okay, here's the final question to the Twitch chat. What would you call the company that is going to be the fusion of DC and Marvel? And on that note, we're going to sign out. It was a great show. Thanks, guys, for joining us and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Tune in later tonight. We have the Fourth Wall with Mills and
Mills. Later tonight, we have the Fourth Wall. Check it out with Mills and whoever he brings.
People.
The wingman.
Eventually. So either way, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys had fun. I know we did.
I think we had a really good time.
It was fun.
Once I actually showed up.
Yeah, make sure to tune in tomorrow. And I don't want to seem bitchy, but bring people, bring a friend, and make that friend bring a friend. So we have a much more interactive Twitch chat. So we're talking all the time. Just bring people. Tell your friends about us. If you think we're funny, like I think you think we're funny, then you should share us. That's just how it should go. So, on that note, we're gonna sign out. You can officially swish and spit. Your mouth is clean. And have a great day, geeks. I'm Fasa.
I'm the gnome, and we'll be right back. Or no, we won't be back.
We're
back tomorrow.
At 7:30, same time, same place.
Same bat time, same bat websites.
Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS.
KGSS indeed.
This has been the MouthWash.
Cut.